All right, Shalom, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bashim, Yahushai, Bashim, Harakak, Qadash. I want to give double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone who will teach well. And I want to say Shalom to the hopeful elect. All right, it's your brother Karat back with a lesson. And going into Hebrew, all right, learning Ibar, okay, Hebrew. All right, this book was given to me, a PDF copy of this book was given to me by the brothers down there in San Antonio. And Yahweh Bashim, Yahushai, Bashim, Harakak, Qadash. To them brothers, okay, and to all the brothers, all right, that's preaching the correct and true 100% doctrine according to the scriptures. All right, but what today I'm going to talk about is the Hebrew, all right, the letters, all right, learning the letters in Hebrew, learning how to say, all right, the alphabet, all right. So I'm gonna start off with the scripture. This is in Zephaniah chapter 3, verse 9. It says, "For then will I turn to the people." All right, and the people are you so-called Negro, Latinos, and Native American Indians, okay? Because you are the people of the Lord, man, not the whole world, okay? All right, only you, all right? A pure language, okay? And that pure language is the Hebrew, okay? And the word Lashawan, okay, is whole is tongue Salakia, and the word Qadash is holy, okay? So the Lord going to turn to us, make us speak in a holy tongue, all right? And then it says, continuing on, they may call upon the name of Yahweh to serve him with one consent. All right. So in order to call upon the God of heaven and earth, okay, you have to know his name. All right. And his name is not God, okay, and his son's name is not, JC. Okay. They have Hebrew names, okay, and this precept here is an indicator that that their name is in the Hebrew because it's in a pure language, okay? All right, and that word, holy means to goes into set apart. All right. Shalom Aki, how about Shemal Shabbat Shemakadosh Barakatah. Okay. So this is a just, basics, but it's also a building block for learning that you are an Israelite, okay? Just like when you were a child and you went to school and you learned, Esau's ABCs, you still have to, and you speak in that language based on that alphabet. It's the same thing with being going back into your heritage, being a Hebrew Israelite. You must speak the Hebrew. You must learn it. There's brothers that speak it fluently, all right, and there's brothers that such as myself, are still learning to speak it, all right. But it all starts with the alphabet, okay. I'm going to read Zephaniah 3 and 9 in the NIV, and then I'm going to go into the alphabet. It says here in the NIV, it says, "Then will I purify the lips of my people, that all of them may call on the name of Yahweh," and what says of the Lord, but we know the name of the Lord is Yahweh, okay? And I'm gonna show it to you in the Hebrew, all right? And serve him shoulder to shoulder. And so when you serving somebody with, shoulder to shoulder, just imagine, you in the military and you walking in a formation, and those individuals that are next to each other, they are one consent, they are one shoulder to shoulder. That means they agree, okay? Whatever the purpose is that they are for, that they are marching in that formation for, they agree. So when we are speaking this language, uh, and the Hebrew, we are in one consent that this is the language of the Lord, when we speaking it, all right. And also, uh in regards to us teaching it, we are in the consent of that this is the language that we must learn to speak and teach to our people, all right. So the how you say Hebrew in uh Hebrew is Ibar, okay, and this how you say it. This is the letter I don't know if you can see it, all right. Let me double check. Yep, you can see it. This is the letter I, this is the B, and this is a connector to them. All right, so it's I bar ya. Okay, I bar ya. And you can see that right there. Okay. All right, and this is how you say Lashawan Qadash in Hebrew. This is the La, Sha, and then the Wa the Wan. All right, this is a connector. It connects the two there. Okay, and then Ka is the Q, and then Dash. And this is the D in the Hebrew, and this is the Sha. Okay, with a connector there, you drop the last letter. So in the on the last word and the last letter. All right, so it would be Sha is SHA. All right, but the A you drop it because it's connected to the letter before it. All right. So, and I'm gonna get more understanding on that so I can explain it better. But going into the purpose of this lesson is to teach the letters. Okay, it's to teach the letters. Okay. All right. So with the English, we always were taught to read from left to right. All right. But in the Hebrew, all right, whether it be in Assyrian Hebrew or Paleo Hebrew, you read right to left. Okay. Let me find my pen. And this is how it goes. All right, let me see if the brother said anything besides Shalom. Shalom, again, Shalom. How about Shemel? How about the thought? All right, but this is how it goes. All right, starting here, the first letter is Ah. Okay, Ah. The second letter is Ba. All right, the third letter is Ga, and then you have Da, and then you have Ha, then you have Wa, you have Za, and you have Ha. Okay, it looks like a ladder, and then you have Ta, and you have Ya, you have Ka, you have La, it's a backwards L, and then you have Ma, it looks like a W with a Y tail at the end. All right, and you have Na, all right, it looks like a V with a Y tail at the end, and then you have Sa, it looks like a pole, like one of those electrical poles. All right, and then it has three lines, and then you have I, and you have Pa, you have Taza, it looks like a line with a Z connected to it. All right, and you have Qua, and you have Ra. It looks like a flagpole, and you have Shah, which that looks like a W, and Tha is a slanted cross. Okay, all right. This is how you say the Paleo Hebrew. A ba ga da ha wa za ha ta ya ka la ma na sa I pa taza kwa ra sha and tha. All right, this is the Paleo Hebrew. This is what the pure language that the Lord turned unto us according to Zephaniah 3:9 and according to his word. All right. Brothers are very proficient in this, and the way to get proficient in it is to learn the letters piece by piece. Okay. I wanted to see if I could find anything, historic wise on, Paleo Hebrew. I'm gonna just Google something right quick. Let me see. All right, this is just from Google. It says the Paleo ancient script, also Paleo Hebrew, a Proto Hebrew or Old Hebrew, is the writing system found in Canaanite inscriptions from the region of biblical Israel and Judah. Okay, showing you that the Lord, when He took away our heritage, I'm gonna get that in Jeremiah. This is Jeremiah chapter 17 and verse 4. And this is going into, the Jeremiah was a prophet of the southern kingdom. All right. He was prophesying to Judah. All right. But it says, and thou even thyself shalt discontinue from thine heritage that I gave thee, Jeremiah 17 and 4, Salakia, and I will cause thee to serve thine enemies in a land which thou knowest not, for ye have kindled a fire in mine anger, which shall burn forever. All right, so this tells you right here that the Lord took away our heritage, and part of our heritage, okay, is knowing the name of the Lord for one, knowing that we are Israelites for two, all right, and knowing how to speak our language for three, all right. And serving our enemies, like it says in here, goes into learning their language. All right. I don't have any, factual things on this, but when you are being oppressed, okay, and you can't speak the language that your oppressor speaks, they have to beat it into you, man. Okay. All right. You have to constantly hear and listen uh, what it is that they say so you can understand, and you have to pick up body language. And the same thing with the Hebrew here, man. All right. Uh, when you hear it over and over again, it's being beaten to your mind mentally. All right. And I'm not saying beaten to you as it is a bad thing, but if you hear something over and over again, it comes a part of you, right? So, hearing brothers speak the Hebrew, whether it be small words or big words, whether you understand it or not, you can pick up on what they're saying if you know the basics. Okay, but reading that Jeremiah 17:4, the Lord was merciful and turned into us our language again. Okay, all right. So I'm gonna go over uh, the Syrian Hebrew. All right, it's the same thing, but the only thing that's different is the writing in the letters. Okay, and then they have these letters down here at the bottom where you have to put them at the end of certain words. Okay, all right. So here, if you can see, all right, it says ah, ba. It's just written differently. Okay, the lettering, how it's written is just written differently. So ba, ga, da, ha, wa, za, ha, ta, ya, ka. And you see here at the it had for ka is two different variations written of it. So this letter, okay, when let's say you're saying I saw a word earlier. Let me see if I can get it. Remember where it was. Uh yeah, it was in Zephaniah 3. Uh All right, the word was hapak. Okay, if you can see Salakia, if you can't, but if you go to your phone and then, or you go to your computer and you go to the blue letter, all right, it's a kind of a glare, so I apologize. But if you let me see. All right, you should be able to see it. All right, the word here is hapak. Okay, where that pen at? Okay, the letter here, okay, is at the end of it, so it's a different variation of the word K. Oh, Khan, the water, brother, the water, the water. The brother here, and the water, the water. All right, the brother, Salakia, bro. I don't know your name, brother, but if you could post it, I will say it, brother, Baba Kasha. But the brother here, he put, I believe the word Malak has the Ka letter like that as well, and we're gonna look it up too, brother. All right, we're gonna look it up. Um, all right, the word again, okay, is Salakia. All right, the word is dang it, stupid glare, man. Okay, all right, this is the word, the letter ha, and then pa, and then ka. Okay, all right, so the word is hapak. All right, and like the brother said, the word for malak, it has the ka ending at it, and you got to put the letter variation for Assyrian Hebrew only changes. Okay, all right, so we're gonna look up that word too, bro, and then let me see. Yep, the brother got it. Yep. And his name is Jaquab, okay, which means Jacob, all right, and the brother got it, okay, see, Malak, and it has that variation where the K is different from this K here. And the water, brother, I appreciate that. Yeah, how about you, man? I'm sorry I brought the thought to you, all right, and the brother is Jaquab, that's his name, all right, but Salakia. Um, like the brother had put up there, Malak, it has the variation where the K is different, okay? And it's going to be like that for certain letters. So when you go into the blue letter and you try to read the letters, it's good for you to have this up, you know. I have something very close variation to this posted on my wall. So when I'm learning, you know, how to say certain words, I'll look up at it because, you know, we our minds ain't as you know, sharp as they were, you know, hundreds of years ago because all the different vibrations of things going on towards us in this time. But the Lord's going to get us right in the kingdom, man. Okay. All right. So we got the ka, and then we got the la, and then we got the ma. The same thing. The if the last letter, all right, is a ka, a ma, a na, a taza, all right, or a qua, it has these endings. Okay, it has a different variation of the ending. All right. So continuing on, we got ma, and then we got na, Then we got Sa, and then we have I, Pa, to Za. See a different ending. All right. And then Kwa, Ra, Sha, and Tha. All right. This is the Hebrew, man. All right. This is the Syrian Hebrew, and this is the Paleo Hebrew. All right. And, different handwritings, because everybody's handwriting isn't the same, but try to mimic what you see here as far as writing it. And you read it from right to left. Okay. Um, so here, uh, some words have symbolic meanings. Okay. All right. So we should all be able to identify some of these letters. Okay. This is the I. All right. And I wish I had my Hebrew book, another book that I had ordered. It goes into, Hebrew and learning certain words. But we have the I here, and this is a cattle. You see the I in the front. All right. Then we have the Ba, and this is a house. All right. Like we built up the house of David. So it's Bayath, right? Ba, and then the Yath. All right. And that like I was saying earlier, that A and that the last letter of that A drops off because these two word letters are connected. Okay. Then we got camel. All right. It's the camel, but it's Gamala. All right. And then we have Da. All right. For the door. And then you see the loft right here, the front door of your crib or the back door. All right. And then we have Wa. And then we got Wa right here. And it says it's for a fish hook, but then we have Zayan, and then right here is the Za, and then Zayan is a weapon. All right. And then we have Ya. All right. And this is it means hand. Okay. And then we have Ka, paw, and well, Salaki, your da, okay, is hand, but ya right here, all right, Salaki. But this is just a symbolic meaning, all right. So when you see something assigned to something like when you see like a neighborhood watch sign, you see the guy that is like he has like he's dressed in all black and you've seen a neighborhood watch sign, man, and then you when you see it, you recognize it as something. Oh, this is a neighborhood watch sign. We all seen them before, right? I don't know how to explain it, but we all seen the neighborhood watch signs before, all right? And then you have uh ma. Okay, then it goes into uh mayum. A symbol for it would be water. All right. Then you have the sa, and then you got a support flag for it, which is samak. You can see it. All right. Then you have I, and then of course you're like the actual I, and there's ayan, and then you have mouth, and then it's pa. Well, I'm doing it backwards, like it, but it's pa, and then you have head. It's so ra, and it's ra'ash. All right, and then you have sha, and then you have right here the word shana, which is root. Okay, and we're supposed to be rooted in this truth. Be rooted in our faith. Because if we rooted in the truth, nothing is going to move us. Let me see if I can find that when I think it goes into counting the car. If the wind comes and blows you over, you wasn't stable, but we are stable, and being stable goes into learning the basics. See, Luke 14, yeah, 14. All right. Nope, that wasn't. No, it wasn't Luke 14. I can't remember where it said, but I'm gonna read some of Luke 14 anyway. This is Luke 14 and 25. It says, "For which of you intending to build a tower sitteth not down first and counteth the cost, whether he be sufficient to finish it?" All right, and sitting down, counting the cost, that coincides with giving your time to the Lord, sacrificing things, time for the world. You sacrificing that to give time for the Lord. And again, just in tune, just speaking in regards to this lesson, learning the basics, man, learning the Hebrew. Okay, it says less happily after he have laid the foundation and is not able to finish it, and Salaki, all that beheld it begin to mock him. All right, so we got to be able to stand on the foundations, okay, so we can finish, so that we are not mocked. Okay, so what I'm gonna close out with is showing you the name of the Lord in Hebrew, so we understand that when we call on the name of the Lord, we can see it, um, and we can see it for what it is and understand it. All right, so it's they have all these other variations. Okay, all right. Hopefully you can see it. Yeah, I can see it, so I'm sure y'all can see it. All right, let me get what the brother Yaquab got. Okay, I'm gonna get both of these. The water, brother. See, and this is why we got brothers, to help. Brother got up there for me. Luke 6. All right, the water, brother. This is exactly what I was looking for. I thought it was in Luke 14. Right? It says, and why call ye me Lord? Why call ye me Lord, Lord, and do not the things which I say? Whosoever cometh to me and heareth my sayings and doeth them, I will show you to whom he is like. He is like a man which buildeth a house and dig deep and laid a foundation on a rock. And when the flood arose, Salaki, and when the flood arose, the stream beat vehemently upon the house and could not shake it, for it was founded upon the rock. All right, so the water broke for that precept. And that foundation, all right, starts with us digging down, getting into learning the actual Hebrew, man. But first and foremost, knowing the names of the Lord, knowing who we are, okay, knowing how to pronounce the names of the Lord, all right, and how to say it, and prayer and fasting, all those things are part of building up the foundation, man. Okay, and then when troubles arise, all right, we stand stiffly in that name that we have learned to speak and call upon. Okay, to speak about and call upon. All right, so I'm gonna speak on, the name of the Lord right quick, and then I'm gonna get this brother's precept. All right, the brother Jaquab got Isaiah 28:9. Whom shall he teach knowledge, and whom shall he make to understand doctrine? Them that are weaned from the milk and drawn from the breast. So them that understand the basics, man. Okay, and the basics help you dig deep and get into that foundation, and rely upon that rock, which at the end of the day correlates to being Yahweh Shai, man, because he is the foundation, all right, of the house that we are building. Okay, and the water bro for that precept. All right. So just real quick, um, the name Yahweh and the Assyrian Hebrew. All right. You got here. All right. Sorry. You got here the Yah and then the Ha, and then you connect these two together, all right, and you drop the last letter at the Ha, and it's Yahweh, all right, and I'm gonna show it here. You can read along, and I'm gonna point to it in the Syrian and in the Paleo Hebrew, all right. So we got right here the Yah in the Assyrian Hebrew, the Yah, and then up here above the Yah, okay. Remember in the page over here, it was like a hand, okay? All right. It was like a hand, all right? Symbolically, all right? Uh and then and then we have the wa, okay? Right here. We got the wa right here in the Assyrian Hebrew, all right? And then we have it in the Paleo Hebrew, all right? And it looks like a Y, okay? Let's see if there was a Yep. All right. Look right here. Another symbolic thing for it. All right, is a hook. All right, a fish hook. Okay. All right. Then right here you have the ha. All right. So the ha right here, and then the ha right here, and the the Assyrian Hebrew here, and the Paleo Hebrew here. All right. Let's see if those there is not a symbolic page for it, a symbolic sign for it. Okay. Dang, it's hot out here. So lucky. Let me grab some water. Nah, this gonna fall. And then you go back to, let me show y'all on here. All right, so far we covered I don't know if you can see it. We covered the ya, then the ha, and then the y, and then we're gonna cover the other ha right here. All right. And then at the end you got the ha again, right? And then when you write it out, I'm gonna write it out. All right, and then Paleo Hebrew. I don't know if you can see it when you try to show it. All right, you got the ya and then the ha, and then right here the connector would drop the last letter, all right, and the ha, which would be the a, all right. It's Yahweh, all right, and then I'm gonna write down. I'm gonna show you the name of his son right here. You got the all right. The Lord says the name his trying to get it right. Uh, the Lord says, "My name is in him." Right. So look, the part of the name of Yahweh is in the name Yahweh Shai. Okay. All right. So you got the Yah and then the Ha, and you got the Wa, right, and then Shai right there. Okay. So these are the names that we believe on, and these are the names that we call because, again, the Lord said in Zephaniah 3:9, He's going to turn unto us a holy tongue so we can call upon the name of the Lord in one consent. Right. So we have here the Yah in the Assyrian and in the Paleo Hebrew, and then we have here in the Assyrian Hebrew. All right. Then we have the Ha right here in the Paleo Hebrew, and here in the Assyrian Hebrew. All right. Then we have the Wa, which looks like a Y. All right, in the Paleo Hebrew, and we have it here in the Assyrian Hebrew. All right. And then we have the Shah. All right, right here in the Salaki, if you can't see it, in the Assyrian Hebrew, and then we have it right here in the no Salakia. We have it here in the Paleo Hebrew, Salakia, and we have it here in the Syrian Hebrew. And then you add the connector, okay, all right, and then you have the I right here, the I right here in the Paleo Hebrew, and the I right here in the Syrian Hebrew. And notice again when you learn in the Hebrew, all right, certain letters, all right, have the at the end have the like the qua and the tazah, the na ma and ka. All right, they have different variations at the end. All right, so Lord Williams edified. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Shemel Shai Bashim Qadash. I give double honor to the apostles of Great Millstone for moving on teach well. And I want to say shalom to the hopeful elect. The water brother for helping me out. Thank you for posting those precepts. And thank you for showing that the word Malak has the same ending. All right, the letter K changes at the end. All right, Yahweh Shemel Shai Brakatham and Shalom, Kwam Yasharal, and Mawaf Abubah. Shalom.